And we are in the heart of winter.
Yes, my lord.
And leveling up our units a bit. So let's go ahead and do that. I've kind of thought this over a bit, and there's a few ways I can go. I was thinking of this right here, Cloud of Arrows. Targeted archer unit shoots 3 arrows instead of 1 for 20 seconds. If you look at the unit of the bowmen, their attack rate archery is 6, so they would get 3 times 3, they'd get 9 arrows off in that 20 seconds rather than 3. And I really like that. Of course, Masterful Tactics is also nice, plus 20% damage and armor for all friendly units within range. But I think there's also healing, protection from magic, scholar, victorious army, wisdom, which is nice. Wisdom's nice. Cloud of Arrows, though. Mana cost 35, so we can cast this quite a few times. I think we should go ahead and get that. We have 165 mana we can cast. And this costs 80. And this costs 35, so we can cast that twice, as well as a cast of Fog of Avalon. I was also thinking about this and thought maybe a point in magic. 5% mana would give him 173, which would be an upgrade. But I was also thinking rain, or not rain. What was I thinking? Fight. Additional 5% hit points and damage for the hero and his unit. He's decked out in leadership. Lowers the upkeep of the cost of the army and the unit. In fiefdoms of the hero. So let's look at his fiefdoms. Cornwall is a fiefdom. Fiefdoms. You can grant up to 3 provinces to your knights as fiefdoms. If you do so, choose wisely, because the traits and the reign ability of the knight heavily affect the life and the production rating in the province. Fiefdoms raise loyalty, so can guard against the unrest of knights with a low level of loyalty. You can take away a fiefdom at any time and give it to one of your other knights. So he's got Cornwall. So I think a point of rain would be good for him. He's already got 3 points. Let's make it 4. So, how do I... Alright, the points are spent. The heavy footmen have a point. Did my points spend? Yes. Heavy footmen have a point. Devotion, 5% upkeep cost. Stamina, 10% stamina, 3% hit points, 3% armor, and 3% range defense, or 5% damage. Let's go with 5% damage, make them a damaging unit, and that takes damage up to 76 and melee to 9. Then we've got light cavalry, no points. These footmen have a point. Let's see, devotion, 10% stamina. Sure, let's get 10% stamina. It takes our stamina to a 27. These footmen have a point. Let's go with attack on these footmen, taken to 57. These footmen have a point. Let's go with 10% stamina. These footmen don't have a point. Heavy footmen. Bowmen have a point. Bowmen have a point. Archery, 5% damage and plus 5 accuracy. Let's go with that. And deck our bowmen out very nicely. And then next level we'll take a point of devotion because their upkeep is quite high. Alright, so we've leveled up our hero. We've leveled up everybody. We've got a new skill. Cloud of Arrows. We are good to go. So this season has ended. Let's go ahead and end turn. It is spring and it's time to march against Sir Glaze, so let's go get him.
Attack!
If you place auto battle, you can still ensure your important units are better protected than the rest of the army. You can select one or more units, maximum to 1/3 of your army, to be protected, and they will take less damage than the others, but the rest of the army takes the damage instead of them. Good to know, but we are going to play it out. We're up against Sir Glace, which has Dragon's Breath, which I can't learn about, and he's a Sage. And he's got a unit of Heavy Footmen as well, with 8 melee, and all the fixins. Axemen, 4 and 4, 4 melee, 4 defense, decent stamina. A Footman group and a Bowman group. And we're gonna go ahead and battle. Alright, Verdant Meadows. The Verdant Hills always stand guard over the peaceful wood, but now the people of this land might need more protection from the grasping hands. The prospering settlements and the lush fields could easily tempt the warlords in the neighborhood. Saltwind Plateau, 4 victory locations. Plain Forest, the tiniest village in the remotest corners of Britannia. Always thought that they were safe from the coming tides of war, but now even here, the salty breeze carries the stench of smoke and the villagers prepare for the harsh times. Or Valleys of Thorns and Crystal, Forest Hill, the land of wild forests and grim castles, home of the fiercest warriors of Britannia who have learned to face the terrible changes that have transformed their lives. Let's go with Valley of Thorn and Crystals. Units with low stamina are weaker in battle, is good to know. So we just have a ton of units to throw at them, as you can see. Oh, is that them? What's that up there? So I wanted to do this battle and not auto battle because I want to gain some experience playing the actual tactical battles and trying my best to facilitate my army and my strategy. I have a strategy in my head. If I can pull it off, that's a different thing than actually just having the strategy. Okay. So we're gonna take this army and head right here and right here, I think. So let's go ahead and start the battle. Okay, let's split up here. Let's send a unit of footmen. And heavy footmen up here. And continue. Are they heading up there? They are. Okay, we see an army here. It's the whole army. Bowmen, his heavy footmen and footmen. Oh, I should group these as Control 1 or as Control 2.
Infantry.
And group these as Control 1. So Control 1. Make your way down here.
Cavalry.
You hold. Matter of fact, you come back. Tomb of the Saint and Cathedral. Alright.
Archers.
Archers start firing on
Fire.
them.
Archers. Archers. Archers.
Start firing on the heavy footmen. Let's go ahead and cast can't cast. Who's this? Bowman. Cavalry, go charge them.
Charge.
Okay, they're leading me into the heavy footmen. So, cavalry, come over here so you can flank. Where's my heavy footmen?
Infantry. Attack. Attack.
Who's this? Infantry. Go attack the footmen. Okay, cavalry. Spread out, dodge. Everything going according.
Cavalry.
Heavy footmen.
Infantry. Attack.
Rush them. Heavy footmen, rush them.
Attack.
Stop them. Alright, archers.
Archers. Archers. Archers.
Stop.
Archers.
Bowmen, keep firing.
Fire. Infantry.
Where'd my cavalry go? Alright, they have the advantage. They're on a higher... Oh, my cavalry's already fighting? Oh my gosh. I did not mean for that. Break out and go after the bowmen. The infantry attack here. Heavy footmen attack here. Infantry attack them. I lost a lot of cavalry in this battle. I can't get them out of the battle. Who's not fighting? I still have units back here. Bowman, okay. Okay, bowman units, stop. Losing a lot of light cavalry. Man, my cavalry just kind of made an executive decision to go in there. Okay, we're safe. Man, losing a lot of cavalry. I didn't want that to happen. My heavy guards are doing well. I can't turn dodge off either. They might wipe out my whole cavalry unit. Dang it, that was my fault. They lured me right into that. That was some great AI. They lured me right into that. Can't hear myself talk. 48 axemen in there too. Oh, they're still attacking here. We lost a lot of units, a lot of cavalry. Flanking from the side's a good move. You guys come through here and attack right in there with them. Our heavy footmen only lost one. We won the battle, but it was messy. Those dang cavalry, they're hard to rein in. I wanted to send them after the bowmen, and yeah, we lost 55 soldiers. That was messy. Different units of the same type, such as 2 spearmen units, can be merged on the campaign map by simply dragging and dropping. Alright, let's light a smoke. It's a victory. No XP for those who held their own victory points, which is unfortunate. Not much XP for a lot of the units. Weather Charm. Legend has it this was given to the people of Null Town by the ancient gods after a very trying year to bring prosperity and good harvest. 0.5% population growth in the hero's fiefdoms, 0.5 food productivity in the hero's fiefdoms, 4,500. Cool, we won a charm. 368 food and 459 gold. Objective completed. The flashing objective icon shows you completed one of the objectives. Click on the icon for details. King Mark and his soldiers joined your army, +1 to rightful. The tyrant army is defeated. King Mark swears fealty to you. Cool. Morality. This is the first time your decision has influenced your overall morality. Anytime this happens again, click on the flashing morality icon, which will bring up the morality chart. Your morality can move between old faith and Christianity, and at the same time it can also be somewhere between tyrant and rightful. Your current morality is represented by a white marker on the chart. Your decisions constantly change your morality and unlock unique units, spells, and general actions. If a reward between two axes, you must reach the necessary rating on both axes to unlock it. Oh, so we gain Sanctuary, Bonds of Magic. We'll get into this as we unlock them. This is our current position right here. 1 rightful. So we have not unlocked anything yet. And we can look at the general unlocks, the spells unlocked, the units unlocked. We'll get Yao Man if we continue rightful. As well as Crusaders, Sentinels, Marksmen, Golden Griffins. Wow. It goes on and on. Okay, very cool. Press the end turn. Okay. A royal recognition. King Mark used to be a proud monarch. When the tides of change swept through the island, he had his own plans to rise in power, but he had to accept that he has no chance in the new age of magic and mayhem. So he sent his heartfelt gratitude for your help, my lord, and recognized you as the new king. He also sent out word to his soldiers. Those who want to join your ranks are free to do so. So we have King Mark, who's like a magical type. We'll check him out. Sentinels. Wow, 7 melee, 8 defense, 40 stamina. Very nice. More Sentinels. And Bowman. Level 0 Bowman. Level 0 Sentinels. He's not very loyal though, but... Occupy the province. After you've destroyed the enemy, you have to occupy all the locations in the province to conquer the land. Don't forget that a province only belongs to you if you see the blue marker posts around its borders. Okay, the round table. Click on the round table icon. Will bring up the screen where you can study the knights at your service. The gathering place for the noble knights in King Arthur's service. They are the most significant individuals in the realm. They lead armies and go on adventures, and some of them will become the appointed lords of the provinces. And what's this as well? Chronicle, okay. Apart from Arthur, only 12 knights can join the round table, so you can send away any of them if necessary. 3 other options are available in the middle of the screen. Ladies, you can find wives for your knights. Provinces, you can raise the loyalty of the knights by granting fiefdoms. Prison, you can do many things with the captured enemy heroes. So Knights of the Round Table, we have the Queen of Britannia. Cannot be recruited by simple means. She is the first among all the ladies of the realm. You can only win her hand by completing an objective. We've got Sir Kay down here. Level 4 King Mark. Rightful Christian, excuse me. And we've got fiefdoms. The list of conquered fiefdoms. Heroes can be appointed to them as rulers. However, not all knights make a good lord. Ladies. The ladies in Arthur's court might marry one of the knights one day. The marriage raises the loyalty of the knight, and the wife grants several advantages to her husband and some disadvantages as well. A knight can have only one wife, of course. So no ladies present. Prison. You keep captured enemy heroes here. You can perform 2 actions here, torture or release. Escape is also possible, and the chance of this happening increases year by year. The liege lord of the captured hero may offer a ransom. And fiefdoms. Okay. New hero, King Mark. Let's check him out. He's got very nice HP, more than Sir Kay. And he's got his points in fight. Gain 5% hit points and damage for the hero in his unit. And that's 6, so that's 30% hit points and damage for the hero and his unit, who are sentinels. Moderate versus archers. Each unit has advantages and disadvantages. You can see the list of these traits on the battle screen, where a hyphen sign shows their weakness and a minus sign and a plus sign shows their strengths. So it's a plus, they're moderate versus archers. Okay, Sir Kay did not level up. Let's take a look at King Mark. He's got Armor of Faith. Repels some damage caused by melee attacks, casting it back at the enemy. Repels 10% of the damage caused by melee attacks aimed at the hero's unit, casting them back at the enemy immediately. The hero also gains 10 magic resistance. That's passive. Then we've got Dragon Strike, which is active. He has to cast it. Flames engulf the hero's weapon and it causes deadly damage. The hero inflicts huge damage on the closest 6 opponents within a 20-meter range. 40 mana cost, cooldown a minute. Guardian Angel active. The first 15 attacks aimed at the hero's unit will fail immediately. The hero calls upon the might of his Guardian Angel protecting his warriors. Guardian Angels end Dragon Strike, and he's a champion. Champions gain additional 15% experience points in battle. It's passive. The champions of the king spend their whole life in arms, serving their monarch with their blood. He has no points to spend. He's level 4. He can get different skills: Breath Stealer, Immobile Shield, Invisible Shield, Reveal Life, Sound of Courage. So he can get much more. Let's see, our Sentinels did not level up. Did my Footmen level up? Experienced Retainers. Knowing the right people is always handy. Passive, 75% cost golden food to replenish the losses of the unit. The morality of the unit. Arm light infantry. Armor light, movement medium. General characteristics of the arm light infantry. Strong on hard terrain, strong in the night, fog, and storm. Weak versus night, weak versus archers. Weak versus fast attackers, weak versus heavy armored units. And that's the level, okay. Dodge. On or off, we know about dodge. And trample. Oh, that's my light cavalry, okay. How do I replenish their losses? I don't understand how to replenish their losses. Can I do that at this stage? Probably not. I think it'd be a good idea to divide. We have so many units. Now you have 2 armies. To find them quickly, you can use the next army and previous army buttons at the top of the screen. Alright, Sir Kay, so let's get Mark. Level 0 heavy footman. Level 0 bowman. Level 0 sentinels. Let's give him a level 1 footman. and level 0 footman. There we go. That looks pretty even. Do they have all the sentinels? Yeah, we should trade regular footmen for sentinels. There we go. That's a bit even. Alright, so previous army.
Yes, my lord.
Next
Yes,
army.
my lord.
Okay. How do I replenish losses? Let's check the chronicle so far. King Mark. King Mark is the king of the province of Dumnonia. He's a former friend of Uther Pendragon and the sworn enemy of King Idris of Dorset. King Mark is considered a rightful warrior king, but he follows a code of chivalry so strictly and sometimes so blindly that his ways have earned him a bad reputation among his followers. However, he's a skillful knight and something even more. On the day of the miracle, he was standing near Arthur, and later he discovered that he has strange powers that make him quite adept with fire. Okay, how about the story so far? Okay, we know the story so far. It's not telling me how to replenish my units. Conquer all locations in Dumnonia. Are there other enemies? Okay, so King Arthur, come here. I mean, Sir Kay.
Ready to serve.
How do I conquer all locations?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, do we have to spend time in them? Is that it? Okay, I see we have to spend time in them. So let's end a turn. New season autumn. See, those bars are going up. Okay, so have we conquered? Yes, we've conquered that one. Then there's a new flag. So let's go conquer this one. A band of volunteers.
Hear my words, my good and gracious lord. A new conflict is brewing in the south. It revolves around the fate of a wealthy province, Salisbury. King Idris, the tyrannical ruler of Dorset in the south, is preparing for an attack, and the rightful king of Somerset is gathering his forces to protect Salisbury from the north. Both Dorset and Somerset want you to help them in their battle for Salisbury, and they both offer long-term alliances.
Okay. A band of volunteers. While you can't recruit yet, there are many volunteers this time. You can enlist the battle-sworn survivors of King Mark's army if you move to the Bright Scroll in Dumnonia. This is the map of Britannia with all the provinces. Okay, bands of volunteers. The scroll. Okay. Okay, we've conquered all the areas in Dumnonia. Right? Yeah, they're flying our flags. So he doesn't have many movement points, but he can head back this way.
On my way.
Draft, and
Yes, my liege.
you guys can hop in here. Get some volunteers. The available units at the bottom left while your army's in the right panel. Use double click or the recruit button next to the selected new unit to recruit, or the drag drop option is also available. You can withdraw the selected recruitments by pressing the cancel recruitment button. So here we have bowmen, heavy footmen, spearmen, and footmen. So the only thing it's going to cost is the upkeep for them. So here we have spearmen, which I don't know much about. 4 spear wall, armor piercing. I'd like to see their... Oops. I just recruited them, didn't I? Yep. Oh, it shows me their upkeep right here. I'm already paying a pricey upkeep. Okay, so let's get that back. Yikes, spearmen are expensive. Now if I get bowmen, okay, it takes the money and the food. It's not telling me the upkeep for the army this season. But I think a bowman unit is good. So 2 bowmen, 3 footmen, a heavy footman, and a sentinel. I think that makes for a pretty decent army for King Mark. I don't want to fill up all ranks. As you chose who would you like to enlist, the actual recruitment begins. The army withdraws into a tent for the duration of the recruitment phase. You can always see how many turns are left. So 50%, I guess. Alright, here's the map. This is the map of Britannia with all the provinces. The banner shows the ruling king in the province. The colors indicate diplomatic relations of the province with other territories. When you open the screen, you will see your diplomatic relations. If you click on a province of someone else, you will see his alliance and enemies. So here we are, Dumnonia. There's Somerset, Gloucester, Powys, Sugales, West Mercia, East Mercia, Suffolk, Norfolk, Essex, Logres, Kent, Wessex, Salisbury. Where's Dorset? Bedegraine. Beware, time passes differently here. An ancient power, the city, has reclaimed this primeval forest. One day outside is sometimes more in this mysterious land of the fairies. Armies will move very slowly. What is this? Population, loyalty, health, public safety, military, food productivity, Britons, Christianity, King Cyric. Where is Dorset? I'm not... There's Dorset. If we click Dorset, we can see his military strength represents the martial power of the selected kingdom, including its armies. The number of knights and military advancements, the bar represents this in comparison with the strongest kingdom, so they're very weak. Economic strength, also very weak, represents the economic power of the selected kingdom, comprising taxes, trade, mines, and the economic advancement. The bar represents the comparison with the strongest kingdom. Christianity, tyrant, Britain. So let's see what ours is. Our economic development is nothing, and our strength is pretty average. You don't want to mess with Sugales. Or any of these kings. We're still very young. And these people are very strong, but Dorset is not. We can handle Dorset. And Salisbury, if I could click it. Oh, I did click it. It's also very weak. No, I didn't click it. For some reason, I can't click Salisbury. But, White is friendly, so Dorset's friendly with us. Somerset, Gloucester, and Powys are friendly. The rest are mistrustful. Got it. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, so we're at the end of our turn, I believe. King Idris with a lot of units. We may want to recruit more. Can I recruit more? No, I've already recruited. So we're a little short-handed with this. Turns left, 1 turn left, okay. Hopefully Sir Kay can come over here and recruit as well. And get a little more of our army together. Objectives, we've got alliance with Dorset. This task is active. Oh. Salisbury was a wealthy province which had rightfully belonged to the rulers of Dorset in ancient times until Uther Pendragon took away the land from them. But King Idris, the tyrant of Dorset, gathered an army and rallied his knights to take Salisbury back. The cowardly king of Salisbury immediately ran to his other neighbor, Somerset, and begged for help. Dorset offers a mutually beneficial alliance if you join forces with him in conquering the rightful King Bertram's lands and massacring his armies. So he's offering an ally with King Idris, +1 to Tyrant, and Banner of the Lost Kings. The Lost Kings fought under this banner at the dawn of the humanity on the side of the city against the Formirians. +2 leadership, it's a charm. Speaking of charms, I have a charm to use. And then there's alliance with Somerset. Salisbury was once insignificant but wealthy province. Now, as the changes upon the world, has become easy prey for Dorset. King Idris, tyrant of Dorset, sent armored knights to Salisbury, which had always been a close ally of Somerset. The King of Salisbury asked for help from King Bertram of Somerset. These two kings still might not be able to thwart the advances of the cruel warriors of Dorset, who pose a threat to everyone in the region. The rightful King of Somerset has made an offer of alliance if you march against King Idris of Dorset. Captain King Idris's location and defeat his armies. We form an alliance with Bertram, +1 rightful, and Crown of the Lost Kings. Made on the orders of the god Lu before the Battle of Magturide, for the kings fighting on the city side to strengthen their alliance. +2 reign. But yeah, speaking of that,
Yes, my liege.
I've got an artifact. Okay, he's already wearing the weather charm. Great. Alright, so I think, well, we'll end the turn and see what happens. Got some movement.
Hear my words, my good and gracious lord. Although you have Excalibur, the most powerful sword of Britannia, which you pulled out of the stone, the magical weapon has lost its powers. But now there might be a way to restore them. You must find the most mysterious being of this ancient land, the Lady of the Lake.
Interesting. Quests. Nightly quest. Sir, we now live in strange times. Your miraculous deeds sent tremors through the lands of Britannia and stirred deeply buried forces. From all corners of the realm, terrified people report strange events, miracles, and monsters. If you take a look at the map of Britannia, you can see the places where quests are to be found. I strongly advise you to look into these matters. You only have to send one of your knights to explore the place. He will represent you though you were there in person. The deeds they do in your name will affect your reputation as a king, so have them decide wisely. Quest. Now that you have been called to your first quest, you can access the quest screen. Click on the flashing scroll icon in the menu on the left. You can find here all your actual quests in one place. A left click on an entry brings you an actual quest on the campaign map. You can also filter the quests. Watch out for the ones with the time limit. You'll see the remaining time in red. The Wounded Knight. The key to the mysterious lake lies with the Wounded Knight, who spent years trying to find the lady. During his last adventure, he was seriously wounded, and his vassals took him to Glastonbury Abbey. Rebel. What does that say? Objective. Random. Disaster. All. Okay. I don't see any remaining time for that. Units went up a level. Okay. So, oh, that's how. That's right. In winter, we see when they level up. Objectives. Excalibur. The sword and the stone changed the world. It was the instrument of change, but lost all its powers after the miracle, and became nothing more than a cracked piece of steel. These past nights, though, you have been dreaming of the sword restored to its former glory, if only you throw it into a strange lake. In your dream, you hear a female voice calling to you from the deep waters, promising to answer your questions. You asked many wise men, monks in the monasteries and druids in the woods, and they all told you that your dreams were of the mysterious Lady of the Lake. The key to the lake lies with a wounded knight called Sir Gareth in the fabled Glastonbury Abbey in Dumnonia. Send a hero to Glastonbury Abbey and meet the knight who knows where you can find the Lady of the Lake. Create new recruitable units, Britain cavalry, Britain archers. You can collect taxes from your provinces and recruit armies in the settlement locations. Awesome. So I'm actually going to save here. Our recruitment is complete. We know about the Wounded Knight. It's right here. And our units went up a level. I still can't tell who went up a level. Sentinels? Light cavalry did not. Oh, Sir Kay went up another level. Excellent. I know, so did his heavy footman. So I'll dwell on that as I save here and call it another successful episode. This game, man, is quite amazing if you've been paying attention and watching. If you are, shout out to you. Leave a comment. I'll respond to it. But yeah, this game has just so much depth and stuff in it that it boggles the mind how much they crammed into this game. It really is something of awe, inspiring, really cool. Catch you guys next time. Much love, peace, and joy, and stay tuned for much more. So long.